Good afternoon, my name is Amanda and welcome to the Den Creative. Before we get into this pick a card reading, I just wanted to let you guys know I have a live stream channel where I go live doing readings over there a few times a week called The Den Creative Live. Link for that channel is in the description below. We hope to see you over there in the High Vibe Tribe. We're going to be figuring out what you can expect for the month of July 2021. So if you're new to pick a card readings, I just ask that you close your eyes, take a couple of deep cleansing breaths to try to center your energy, and focus in on piles number 1 with the feather, pile number 2 with the star, and pile number 3 with the angel pendant. And once you've selected your pile or piles, you can go ahead and check the description box below for the timestamps, and I also pin them as the top comment. Please, please, please remember these are general readings. Only take the information that resonates with you and your situation and leave the rest behind. This guidance is in no way, shape, or form to take the place of your intuition, so follow that over and above everything. If you see something here or hear something here that you just don't want to have happen or manifest, you always have the power to change it or shift your reality any which way you choose. So without delaying this any further, I'm going to give you a moment to meditate on the cards, and then I will see you over at your reading. Alright, for those of you who selected the feather, this is going to be your reading for the month of July, almost said June, July 2021. And as always, we're going to start with the tarot cards and then get additional guidance from your oracle cards. Alright, group number 1, so we're going to start right here in the middle with this Judgment card, and this is going to be the overall energy for your month of July. The Judgment card is a major arcana, so this is talking about transformation, really working on a spiritual practice. To me, Judgment is all about that more spiritual aspect, rising to the occasion of your soul. So many of you really are going in a deeper dive with your inner environment this month of July. That doesn't mean there's nothing else going on in the external, because boy, we've got a lot coming in, a lot going on that we're going to get into. But for the most part, you really are focusing on changing your belief systems or shifting belief systems that are no longer serving you. Many of you may be realizing that you've been judging either yourself or others way too harshly, and you're just gonna kind of give that a break for a while and just see how it goes without doing that. Overall, this is such a beautiful underlying energy because you are awakening to the truth of your life, the truth of situations, the truth of relationships. This doesn't always look good and exciting and happy because sometimes the truth is ugly and it's not fun to see. But for the most part, with what I see with the rest of these cards, this is good stuff. This is ultimately for your highest good, and you're going to see it. If you don't see it right away, like that day, you're going to see it very soon after. So the energy coming in from the past, this would be June, May, maybe even as far back as April, we have the Five of Wands, which is all about conflict and trying to see whose idea is better, maybe even just getting into little squabbles or back and forths with people in your life. It doesn't always have to be negative. It could be brainstorming ideas, issues, problems, trying to problem solve, troubleshoot. This could be energy from your career or even just your personal relationships where you're trying to troubleshoot some sort of area of life. So it doesn't always have to look like chaos and conflict, but it can. So those of you who do resonate with a lot of chaos and conflict from the past few months, just know that this is phasing out. You are seeing things from a different perspective, from that higher perspective. And I love in this depiction of the Spacious Tarot, we've got 2 white wands, 3 black wands. So really, this is saying that kind of coming into this month of July, and if you're watching this in June, because I like to post these about 2 to 3 weeks ahead of time, just so you can plan and see what's up ahead. If you are watching this at the time of my posting in June sometime, this is letting you know you can make a plan with that 2 of Wands energy and then start executing that plan with the 3 of Wands energy. So you're really utilizing this energy of the 5 of Wands to the best of your ability or to your advantage. It's actually really exciting what I'm seeing, because for your present moment or the month of July 2021, you guys have the World card. So some of you may be getting out there, going on a trip or a vacation. And for some of you, this feels very like a long time coming. Like this is something you've really wished you could have done last year, or maybe even the year before. This could be like the trip of a lifetime for some of you. It could be meeting somebody who is from a past life. You could be meeting an internet friend for the first time, or even reuniting with someone you haven't seen in a very long time. I'm seeing someone wanting to have some sort of girls' getaway weekend in another town. Maybe you're hopping on a flight and meeting some other friends, or maybe even family members. This feels really fun and exciting. And for some of you, this could have been kind of that end part of June going into July. But again, it could be any time through July as well. But things really are coming full circle for you is what I'm hearing. So something you've really hoped to have happen or take place or manifest in your life is actually going to be happening in the month of July, even if it doesn't look like travel. This just could be you expanding your consciousness, because this world card will extend past what we know as the three-dimensional world, because it is the very last card in the journey of the tarot. It's number 21. So maybe some of you, with all these beautiful constellations, some of you may be meeting or reuniting or talking with your galactic team, or soulmates on the other side. It feels really exciting, and like you're getting this renewed sense of purpose is really what I'm picking up with this. So for your future conditions, this is the end of July going into August, maybe even as far out as September. We've got the Temperance card, which is all about balance. So balancing that spirituality and just your mundane day-to-day life, the plans, the to-do list items, just the things you want to get done, the people you want to hang out with. This is asking for balance in the area of, work-life balance, or spending time with other people and then being alone kind of balance, being with yourself, being with others kind of balance, making sure you're making time to rest, recuperate, rejuvenate, relax, have fun, balancing that out with all the other work you're doing. And that's really going to serve you going into the end of summer, from midsummer to the end of summer, and maybe even going into fall. That's that beautiful balance energy. This is calling for you, I think some of you, just to have a more unconditional, loving way of operating as well, because with that Judgment overlying the energy of the month of July, you've got three major arcanas here that are all about transformation. So the overall energy of July itself, and the end of July going into August, and maybe even as far out as September. There's a lot of transformations many of you are making in life. Maybe you are leaving a job, starting some sort of side hustle, or starting a business, moving, buying some big purchase like a car, a home, maybe moving into a new apartment, however it resonates for you. But there are big changes coming for you guys. Maybe some of you, a change that some of you may want to be making is finding a love partner. Or if you're already with someone, this maybe going on a vacation or trip, or just getting to know this love partner on a level, maybe a deeper level, a level you haven't quite reached yet. Even if you've been with this person a very long time, it's like you're finding, or turning that diamond of your relationship and finding beautiful new facets you didn't really know existed, and it feels really good. So with your best path to follow the month of July 2021, you have the Child of Cups or the Page of Cups. So this is all about, just being very carefree in life, being, following the emotional tide of what's going on in your life as well, and just being open to having surprises pop up, not trying to be so in control and so rigid with your plans, your dreams, your desires, especially coming into this month. If you guys really were making a plan and then taking action on that plan, I see certain things may not go according to plan, but by August, you're going to look back and say, oh my gosh, I'm so glad that actually didn't go according to plan, because then this, and all these other awesome things wouldn't have happened. So if you start seeing your plans kind of unravel or fall apart in some way, just know it has nothing to do with the fact that you made the wrong plans. It's just the universe has something better in store for you than you were allowing yourself to receive. And Spirit's like, it's coming in hot. This is something good. This is something supportive and exciting. And it's going to be very emotionally fulfilling, because it's a very curious energy. So you're very curious and excited to go in whatever direction this Page or Child of Cups is trying to direct you this month. So for your wish coming true, I love, and it's very fitting that you got the Nine of Cups, which is the wish fulfillment card in and of itself. So double wish coming true for some of you. This could be something that's a long time coming, or something you've really prayed or dreamed about for a very long time. For some of you, with this Cups energy, it could be that fertility. It could be, the actual conception or birth of a child, a long-awaited and very beloved child. For others of you, this could be a project you're giving birth to, or just a new version of yourself with that Judgment card, and just awakening to the true reality of your own authenticity of your soul. You may just be leveling up so much that it's just a wish coming true, that you finally feel at home in your own body or in your own aura. You feel like you've come home to yourself, and that could be such an amazing gift. Happiness. This here is happiness. Many of you have, chased or sought after happiness, and it just hasn't, maybe it was very fleeting if you did find it, but the month of July, I see a lot of happiness coming in for you guys. Just a lot of just almost childlike kind of happiness. Like you're just mesmerized by just the everyday mundane things in the world. I'm just seeing you like licking an ice cream cone and really savoring the delicious taste of this ice cream cone, almost like the way a child would do. And go into all of your moments through July with this, childlike sense of wonder. And it's really going to open up a lot of positivity and expansion in your life, because as the outcome for your month of July 2021, you guys have the Ace of Swords. So you guys are getting clarity. You're getting clear on, where this confusion or chaos was going on in June, May, maybe even as far back as April. By the end of July 2021, you guys have some beautiful clarity. And for some of you, it's like you've had a breakthrough in a relationship or a job or some area of life where it felt very chaotic or confusing or stuck, stagnant. By the end of July 2021, you're going to have the clarity and the game plan to know how to move forward. And I think some of you, it's as a result of just being open to new possibilities, kind of coming in with that Fool energy or that beginner's energy, which this Child of Cups really does embody, with this extra dose of amazingness and curiosity and emotion. You guys really are getting clarity on even just some of your thoughts, because I think a lot of you guys do struggle with overactive thinking, judging yourself, letting the ego kind of run the show in your own head and tell you you're not good enough, you're not deserving. You're cutting right through that BS, belief system, BS. You know what other thing BS stands for, so we'll just leave it at that. But you guys are cutting through all of that BS and getting to the heart, the truth of your authenticity. And many of you, as a result of this, by the end of July 2021 going into August, you are going to want to shout it from the rooftops. You're going to want to let people know who you are. You're going to want to make other people's dreams and wishes come true. You're going to be someone who's such a ray of light for other people. And many of you that are watching this are already like, that's not me. I'm not a ray of light. I've been really dark and depressed and, all the things that we can go through. But guess what? By the end of July 2021, you're going to look at yourself and just be like, wow, I really am happier. I am shining brighter. Maybe your skin is glowing and your hair is shinier. I mean, you just have had a glow up from the inside that is now reflecting on the outside. And you're going to want to be communicating with people, getting yourself out there in ways that maybe you have hid in the past or held back in the past because you didn't feel worthy or good enough. But now you're ready to get out there and show the world what you've got to offer. All right, let's get into your oracle cards. All right, you guys, I love this. This is so amazing. So we're going to start right here with this. I hope we can see it. The Blue Star card. It says, Blue Star, follow the light of your inner compass. The Blue Star, it will lead you to the truth that resides within your soul. That clarity, that Ace of Swords, getting in touch with this beautiful soul energy, this authenticity, the truth that resides within your soul. And you're going to be wanting to shout that from the rooftops, just like we were talking about. So if you are feeling lost, the answer is to go within, go into meditation, connect to your higher self, connect to your heart space. This is really going to open up and allow you to start shining that light. So as far as relationships, this is the love and relationship affirmators. If you are single or coupled, you can take this as a love interest or your partner, or you can just take this as relationships in general, parents, children, coworkers, friends, siblings, whatever resonates. But it says here wholeness. I am complete, whole, and filled with love. I have everything I need. If I ask or look for more, I'm ignoring the love and gifts that are already in my life. Instead, I will be grateful and acknowledge that anything else would be extra icing on life's cake. And then there's a little asterisk by icing. FYI, to whoever is listening, extra icing is totally welcome, as it's obviously the most delicious part. So yes, this is just owning who you are on that soul level and knowing that you are not broken, you are not damaged goods, you are not less than anyone else. You are whole and complete, even in your complete train wreckness. We all have this state of train wreckedness that we get into from time to time. But just know that even when you are feeling that, girl, guy, you are still whole and complete and amazing just as you are. So own that and throw that stuff around like confetti this month, because people are really going to start seeing this, and then you're going to inspire other people to feel like they can be their authentic selves as well. And I love that we have the agate card here. Get back into balance. That is just going back here to this temperance energy, just balancing out the different areas of life so you're not so overwhelmed with work and ignoring your family. So you're not so overwhelmed with hanging out with other people and ignoring that internal just hermitude that some of us, that's the word I make up on my channel here, hermit and solitude, I call it hermitude, where you're allowed to just be in your own energy and not have a bunch of other people around you and, a lot of talking and, stuff going on in the background, and it's just very still and silent and peaceful where you can just feel your own energy, because a lot of us don't get a lot of time to do that. But when we do that, it can be a very powerful way to check back in with ourselves before we wreck ourselves, right? So then we have here the karma card. There's nothing from a past life that can't be addressed in the current life. And again, some of this clarity some of you may be experiencing, this wish coming true for some of you, may be that you are closing out some kind of, I'm seeing like the wheel energy in tarot. You're closing out past cycles. You are healing that inner child. You are, accepting yourself on a deeper level. And maybe in past lives, you weren't able to do that. So you're kind of closing out cycles from past lives. You can do it in this life. Some of you may be scheduling some sort of past life regression, or going on YouTube and doing a past life regression, or just a regression meditation to where you can tap into a past life that's affecting you in this life, so that you don't have to keep going and spinning your wheels and not getting anywhere with the healing that you're trying to do. Especially those of you who've been on this spiritual path a long time and have been feeling like, I've done nothing but heal and heal and heal and heal, and there's still so much more coming that I don't see any end in sight. This can be a way to kind of trip the system, so to speak, is to you get in touch with whatever past life is really affecting you. Go into this regression and heal that, and then just watch the magic that is going to take place in your current life. It's amazing. So then here we have wait for winter. During the colder months, the fairy queen of winter will help you manifest your most heartfelt wishes, as long as your intentions are for the highest good of all. So some of you, these plans that you have made or will be making at the very beginning of July, I see that come those winter months, this is December, January, February of 2020 going into 2022, this is when you're really going to start seeing the fruits of those labors that you're putting in now, and in this summer and fall months, you're really going to start seeing things pay off in a big way for you come those winter months. So if you already are getting, beautiful benefits and rewards for the work you've put in before now, just wait, because it's going to triple, quadruple, tenfold. Like, you're getting so much more for more bang for your buck, so to speak. Maybe as far as clearing out some of this past karma, as a result, some good karma is going to be rushing in during these winter months. So this is extending even farther than just July for you guys. So yay, extra bonus points for you. But then we also have the mystery card. So there is going to be, I love that we've got mystery and Child of Cups, because Child of Cups is all about surprises, but these are emotionally fulfilling surprises. These aren't like red flags kind of surprises. So Spirit's letting you know there is this air of mystery and kind of almost supernatural, just magic really following you around this month, and it feels really good. Your guides and angels and even some crossed over loved ones are with you guys right now to really just let you know, yes, You are not crazy. You are following your intuition and you are on the right path. So wow, this was such a beautiful reading, group number 1. You will have to let me know below if this resonated, what you thought about it. I always love to hear your stories and just any feedback you have or just anything you want to share. I always love to at least give you a little heart, if not follow that up with a comment. But I just want to say thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you right here back at The Done Creative and also over on my live stream channel, The Done Creative Live, where I go live doing readings over there a few times a week. Link for that channel is in the description below. We hope to see you over there in the High Vibe Tribe. All right, bye. All right, group number 2, or those of you who selected the star pile, this is going to be your message for July 2021, and this is an in-depth prediction. So yes, it's gonna get a little long-winded, but as always with my monthly readings, we're gonna go ahead and start with your tarot and then get additional guidance from the oracle cards. All right, group 2, so let's go ahead and figure out what you can expect for July 2021, and here we are in the middle here. This is going to be the overall energy for the month for you guys. You have the King of Swords or Elder of Swords here in the Spacious Tarot, and this is cool. I love this because you are the king of your domain with communication. You're not letting your mental processes run away with you, especially those who deal with anxiety and depression and just thinking a lot of negative thoughts or worrisome thoughts. It looks to me like the month of July 2021, you guys really are going to be in control of that or in charge of that, to where you feel like you're the one in control. The ego is not running the show. You guys are in charge, large and in charge, coming in hot. And the communication that you do have online with other people and in person, just all the different forms of communication, you're going to really feel like you're on your game. Like the words that are like coming out of your mouth are very elegant and eloquent, and you're able to put your thoughts into an actual sentence, which might be hard sometimes especially when you have something you really need to say to someone and you're like, oh my gosh, what if I say it the wrong way and they take it the wrong way? There's not going to be a lot of that going on this month. You guys are kind of in charge of how things are manifesting in your area of communication, your thoughts, and all of that. In all areas of life, you're bringing this King of Swords on deck, and it feels really good. You guys really are just stepping into your best mode of communication. So whatever's going on in your 3rd house, there's something really beautiful going on. Or maybe you yourself are a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or you have prominent placements, or wherever those houses are in your chart. These are the places you're really shining, where the communication and just getting that clarity in your life as well. So for the energy coming in from the past, this could be June, May, maybe even as far back as April. We've got the 3 of Wands. So you guys really did start taking action in a new direction. Maybe you spent the early part of 2021 really making plans and trying to figure out how you're going to execute your plans. And then these last couple of months, you guys really have started to take action in a direction. Even if you've just taken a couple of baby steps, this still counts as you taking action. And many of you are bringing this taking action, making plans, maybe even going on a trip. You know, July is kind of that summer month or winter month, you know, kind of depending where you're at in the world. But I'm seeing this as you finally getting to go somewhere or do something. We kind of had a bit of this vibe also going on in group 1, but you guys really are excited to make some stuff happen. And it could be a tropical location if you are, or somewhere that's really warm, really hot, where you're just wanting to mostly hang out in the evenings because it's a little warm. But maybe this could be even just around your home. Maybe you're really thriving when you go out in nature in the evenings, go for an evening stroll, watch the sun set, maybe even watch the sun rise. That's just the kind of color scheme I'm picking up here in this 3 of Wands energy coming in for July. So speaking of July, present month, present moment conditions, we've got here the Elder of Cups, the King of Cups. So this is so amazing that you guys have 2 kings on the table here. So you really are master not only of your communication and your thought, you guys really are the masters of your emotions this month. So when someone says something to you, you're not going to be instantly triggered and then fly off the handle, or, you know, get instantly emotional about it. It's like you're going to let it go through the thought process first, and then you're going to feel it in your heart and just see, what does this mean for me? And many of you are going to come to the conclusion with other people in your life that they're just projecting their own pain or happiness or guilt or, just incompleteness, whatever it is they're projecting onto you, you're realizing that this has nothing to do with you. Yes, it may be coming at you, but it has nothing to do with you, because this is them projecting their own baggage, their own stuff. Even if it's good emotions, you're not taking credit for things. You're just realizing that this is coming from the other person, and it has everything to do with them and nothing to do with you. Even again, if they're coming at you, you're like that master over your own emotions, your own thought process. And now I'm getting some weird little heart palpitations going on, like fluttering in my heart. So maybe you guys are having that going on as well this month, but I'm hearing there's nothing to worry about in a medical sense. I mean, of course, if you're worried, you can always get that checked out. But for the most part, they're showing me that this is an ascension symptom. This is you. Your DNA is upgrading, you're leveling up, you are, really utilizing that heart center. Maybe you're doing a lot of heart chakra meditations and just really getting in touch or in tune with that heart center. And as an extension of that heart center, we've got the hands, which are those healing chakras, extension of that heart chakra. So maybe you guys really are, with this Elder of Cups and emotion, channeling a lot of your own healing through your hands this month, to heal your life, to heal others, to heal the earth, the planet, your animals, your pets, whatever it looks like to you. But you guys just really are wanting to really take charge, not in an overbearing way, but just in a, wow, I really feel like I can do this. Maybe some of you, for the first time in a very long time, you feel like you can do something and you have the power to just take the lead in your own life and help others as well. So for the future conditions, this is the end of July going into August, maybe even as far out as September. You've got the Six of Wands, which is that victory card. Look at you guys. You're getting that recognition that many of you have been seeking for a very long time. But again, not letting that go to your head. You're not, because you guys are, really in charge of knowing that when other people seek you out, this could be something on social media, or, maybe you are meeting with a bunch of friends or family members that you haven't seen in a long time, and they really have seen the glow up that you have had since they last saw you, and they're just like, wow, that's amazing. Yes, they are projecting their stuff onto you. So not letting that go to your head, not letting the ego take charge, because with all this King energy and that victory card, that Six of Wands, the ego really can get, all up in its own business. So just try to keep that ego in check. I think you guys will do a beautiful job of it, because you are mastering these elements, the elements of the water and the air in your chart. You're really mastering those this month. So for your best path to follow, we've got here the Ten of Swords, which this would not be a good path to follow, to really utilize this totally overextended, totally just over it, done, just anxiety and just totally spent energy. So your best path to follow is not to allow yourself to get here. Really balance these energies out. We had a bit of this theme going on in group 1 as well, but just making sure you're not overextending yourself. But I think, again, with this Elder or King of Swords here, you're really allowing yourself to, take that step back before you just let that mind spiral. This is a spiraled mind that is just over it and completely over and done. You guys aren't going to allow yourself, your best path to follow is not to allow yourself to go down that downward thought spiral or emotion spiral. But I think you guys, again, you see this coming a mile away, so you're able to really stay ahead of it or stay on top of it so that it won't get bad. But if you start feeling this sense of anxiety, don't, don't spiritually bypass it and just like, I'm not anxious, I'm all love and light. No, don't do that either. But just try to balance it out. If you feel really yucky one specific day, just, take it slower. Allow yourself some grace and some time to really process whatever it is that's going on. And when you allow yourself that time to do that, then the next day or maybe a couple days later, you're right back on that horse, ready to take action in the direction you want to be in life and having happier thoughts. But if you try to bypass those thoughts and push them down, they're just going to keep kind of following you around like that dark cloud, and we don't want that to happen. So your best path to follow is to deal with anything as it comes up, and feel it to heal it. Remember, especially with this Elder of Cups, feel it to heal it. And this is what this Elder of Cups does. This does not mean that he's mastered his emotions and he no longer experiences emotions. That is not what the Elder of Cups or the King of Cups is all about. He is one that when he feels sad, he allows himself to feel sad, but he doesn't wallow in it or stay in that sad mode. He feels it so he can heal it and deal with it and move on. And that's what you're being asked to do here in the month of July. So for your wish coming true, we've got the Fool energy. So some of you are going to be able to go somewhere new, try something new, just kind of have this almost childlike approach to life that we were picking up also again in group 1. You guys are very, at least the underlying energies of what you have going on are very similar to group 1. So when I do read group 3, I'm wondering if this is just a beautiful collective energy we're tapping into, or maybe there is additional messages or are additional messages in group 1 for you. If you feel the need to watch that pile, feel free to do so. But for the most part, this is just you taking a leap of faith in a new direction, and it's going to be very well received because you are really in control, in the lead. This is something you've prepared for, something you've researched or done a lot of work on. Some of you may have recently graduated or got some sort of certificate or degree or completion of some sort of project in your life that makes you now feel like you're qualified to move in another direction or a new direction, or another level above where you were operating before. But you're not coming at it from a place of, oh no, what if I can't do it? What if I can't do it? No. Nope. Not at all. You are like, I got this. I can do this. I'm excited. I just want to see what's ahead for me. And of course, you've made your plans. And just know that if those plans don't go 100% according to plan or go off without a hitch, that doesn't mean you are ill prepared. It just means that the universe, this is very similar to what we were getting in group 1. But the universe is trying to give you a beautiful gift, a gift that is very emotionally fulfilling. So your wish coming true is you're going to be able to take that leap of faith that some of you have maybe wished you could have taken before, or maybe the timing just wasn't right before, but now the time is right to take that leap and know that the wings will catch you. You will grow wings on your way down, or your guides and angels will escort you off this ledge, and there's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to fear here. Because with your outcome here, you've got the Ace of Cups, so there is an offer of something very emotionally fulfilling for you. For some of you, this is new love. Like, if you are my singles here, wow, if this doesn't say new love coming in hot by the end of July, I don't know what does. But again, this could just be you preparing for a new love to come in. Doesn't necessarily mean this new love is coming in July, but for many of you, it could be. It really, really could be. Those of you who are my couples, this just is a renewed sense of passion, excitement, emotional fulfillment, emotional connection to your person. So those of you who are maybe not interested in love in that way at all, this is just emotionally fulfilling relationships with other people in your life, siblings, friends, parents, coworkers, however it resonates. And for my couples and singles alike, this is just emotional fulfillment in lots of different relationships within your life. So yay, you're taking that cup that the King of Cups has, and you're really letting it overflow and just feel really good. It feels really good. And we've got a bubble here in the cup, but to me it almost reads as a pearl. Like, after all of the planning and hardship of, maybe early 2021 and maybe even as far back as 2020, all the hardship you've endured, all the tower moments, all the just yuckiness that has transpired in your life has really, worked as that grit to really shape that pearl within the oyster. That irritation is now a pearl for you. A pearl of wisdom is what I just heard as well. So many of you with this Elder of Swords, maybe you're really learning more about your own soul, about the universe, about the way the world operates, and you're now moving forward with more wisdom that you can now, take this leap of faith and operate from this place of wisdom. Yes, wisdom, but also with the Fool energy, this kind of beginner's mindset. With the wisdom, you're also open for something new. All right, let's get into your oracle cards. All right, so we're going to start right here in the middle with the Vision card. Trust in your ability to create the vision in your soul. And I love that we have Vision right above the Elder of Swords here, because this looks like the Ace of Swords, which we got as the outcome in pile 1. Once again, we've got aces for each outcome in pile 1 and 2. So that's really beautiful, brand new start energy that's going to really fuel you both piles going into August, September, and the rest of your year. But many of you are gaining a lot of clarity in your life, in your spiritual practice, in your personal lives, in your emotional lives, mental lives, physical lives. You're really gaining a lot of clarity in everything that you're doing. And then we have the Resilience card. This is the Love and Relationship Affirmators deck. So this doesn't always have to be the romantic kind of love, but this could be the love of all sorts of people in your life. Parents, friends, kids, coworkers, whatever, again. Take it as it resonates. But we've got the word resilience here. Sticks and stones may break my bones, and unkind words can somehow drain every bit of joy and color from my once rosy life. But nothing can ever permanently damage the real me. I love myself, I cherish myself, and I vow to remember that I'm always camped out in the depths of myself, even when I don't feel very much of myself. So, what was I saying before about people projecting their ish onto you? So if people are coming at you, bro, just know that you are resilient, and again, it's a projection of what they are trying to, what's going on within their inner environment. They're trying to project that onto you, and maybe you are doing the same to them, but I think you come at it from a higher perspective and you realize, okay, maybe I'm projecting. I apologize. I shouldn't do that. But this is going to help you gain the clarity where other people are projecting, where you're projecting. You're just getting clarity in different areas of different relationships in your life. So then we have the love card. All this love we're talking about, Ace of Cups, resilience, all of this. Let's read what we have here with this love card. Divine source is the idea that no person, place, or thing is your salvation, only love itself. And where you can find that true, untapped, sometimes unconditional love is within. Going within, going into meditation, tapping in and checking in with your higher self, with your soul. This is where you're going to feel this love. Also, getting out in nature. This is a place where you can feel that unconditional love almost like no other place. If you ask me, it's the place to be, out in nature. That's where you're going to get this unconditional love. But really, all this love we're talking about here as well, this is you really tapping into this sense of self-love, and as a result wanting to do some self-care to really immerse yourself in this newfound love. Some of you really are allowing more of your own self-love to come online. You're done beating yourself up for things from the past. You're ready to heal that and move forward. And this Ace of Cups could also be speaking of a renewal with your own self-love as well. Take it as it resonates. It's going to be different for each of you. Some of you, you're like, self-love, what's that? And others of you are like, yep, been on this self-love journey for a while. This is not news to me. So however it resonates for you guys. But we also have here the life energy card. The happy fairy of sunshine brings lots of life-giving energy. She reminds you to shine your light and to reveal anything in the shadows that needs to be healed. So pretty much what we were just saying about, healing from the past, so you can really shine that light and tap into this sense of self-love. But this life energy, I love that we're coming in with this Three of Wands, which is very action-oriented, ready to accomplish things, ready to, go with the flow of life, to make things happen. You really are rejuvenated, revitalized through this month of July, especially those of you who spent a lot of time in the earlier part of the year just waiting for something to happen, or feeling stuck, or let's have something happen, but nothing ever happens. Stuff's happening, and it's because you are taking action. You know what steps to take. You've had the clarity to kind of clear the window so that you can actually see out the driver's window, so that you can actually navigate and steer life in the direction that you're hoping to go. Because look, we've also got move forward. You guys are moving forward on goals, on plans, on relationships. You're just moving forward. There is no more just sitting, waiting, and seeing. No, you guys are taking action. And this isn't just like, oh, I guess I'll try something and see what happens. No, this is planned, destined, and Spirit is trying to kind of, almost put your foot down a little more on that gas pedal to go a little bit faster than you have been. And again, with that full energy, you're trusting, you're having faith that things are going to work out in a very emotionally fulfilling way. And we have also here the Carnelian card, feed your creativity. Many of you are moving forward on some sort of creative project. Maybe you're starting something new, but this project, this creativity, this could even be a child with this Ace of Cups, the Fool. This Carnelian is very root and sacral chakra energy, moving forward. Again, pile one, we did talk about this potential for birthing something new into reality. Could be a child, could be a project, a business idea, creating something completely new in your life. So yeah, I think this must be a collective or underlying energy for the collective. This just feels really exciting for all of us. And yes, this is a summer full of retrogrades, but if you are someone who has a lot of natal retrogrades in your chart, especially those planets that are retrograde during the summer, I know for sure Jupiter will be retrograde. I'm pretty sure Pluto will be. Saturn will be retrograde through October, I believe. We'll probably have a Mercury retrograde in the fall, so no Mercury retrograde. We're coming out of that at the end of June, so you'll be coming out of Mercury retrograde going into, maybe that's why some of you felt kind of held back a little bit, was because of Mercury retrograde, but you're not letting the retrogrades of the summer hold you back. You're still taking action. Maybe you're going within a little bit and then coming back, taking action, going within a little bit, taking action. But there's nothing really standing in your guys' way, and you guys really are kind of the king of your domain, like we were talking about. And then we've got like King Triton here, reminds me of him from The Little Mermaid, the father, the King Triton. So yes, you guys, and that to me is like a King of Cups energy as well. This is kind of a mermaid deck, so yeah, it makes sense. 2 King of Cups energies here. But I love this. You guys will have to let me know below what you thought about this, any stories you want to share, just whatever comes up. I always love to hear from you guys, and as always, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you right here back at The Done Creative, and also over on my live stream channel, The Done Creative Live, where I go live doing readings over there a few times a week. Link for that channel is in the description below, but we hope to see you over there in the High Vibe tribe. All right, bye! Alright, my pile number 3s are those of you who chose this beautiful little angel pendant. This is going to be your reading for the month of July 2021. And as always with my monthly pick a card readings, we're going to start, we saw love, we're getting a sneak peek. We're going to start though with the tarot and get additional guidance from our oracle cards. Alright, group 3, can I just say how excited and ecstatic I am that all 3 piles got an ace in their reading. Piles 1 and 2 got an ace as the outcome of the reading. You guys have it in your best path to follow position, so that kind of collective energy that I really was picking up between piles 1 and 2, it's following through. It's a theme, it's a collective energy for you guys as well, and this is exciting because it's such supportive energy coming in from spirit to really help us make things move and get the ball rolling in the trajectory of what it is we're here to do on this planet. So yay, we're getting some motivation and some momentum under our gears or under our wheels, and it feels so good. So let's start right here in the middle with the 9 of Pentacles. This is going to be your overall energy for the month of July 2021. And the 9 of Pentacles is all that hard work you've put in paying off. And wow, I can't even tell you guys how happy I am, because you guys have really put in the work. I mean, really put in the work. So all that hard work you're putting in, have put in, will put in, paying off. So don't think that you're just spinning your wheels unnecessarily if you haven't seen things move forward. Just know that all of that blood, sweat, tears, and hard work and energy you've put in is paying off in such a big way from July. I'm hearing all the way through 2021 going into 2022. Like, this is long-term longevity, awesome hard work paying off. You've manifested this because you've worked so hard and you've done the work and you've put in the healing and the hours and the effort. You know, the hard work doesn't always have to look like physical actions you've taken. Some of you, it's been the healing journey you've been on, or you know, trying to tap into your more spiritual side. This is all paying off. All of it. Everything you've done, all the work you've done, even if it's been that internal work, and I would even say especially if it's been that internal work, then woo! Get ready for that to pay off, because it's coming. It's coming in hot. So for the energy you're coming into this month with, this is from June, May, maybe even as far back as April. We've got the 10 of Wands, so overburdened, working hard and really just burning out and not seeing a lot of fruits of those labors. But again, that hard work is paying off this month moving forward. So just know that if maybe July kind of starts out just as busy, you know, we do in the US, we do have a holiday in July. Some people really go to extravagance with their 4th of July celebrations. If you're someone who's hosting 4th of July, maybe you are really working hard to make sure your house is clean and the food is good and there's lots of entertainment, you know, whatever the case may be. But I see that after that, all this hard work, all this effort, all this just frenetic energy, like, I gotta get all this done and I don't have enough time, and I feel like it's gonna start slowing down a little at a more leisurely pace where you're the one, at least until the outcome. We'll get to that though, we'll get to that. For the bulk of the month, you're gonna feel like, okay, things are more with the flow rather than feeling like they're stagnant or like they're moving too fast. They feel like they're moving at just the pace you need them to move in every moment. So take a deep breath. All that overburdensome stuff that you've really been dealing with the past few months, you're not dragging that in. You're not dragging that in because it's time for a respite. It's time for a rejuvenation, a relaxation. And again, I did mention in group 2, possibly even group 1, that this is a summer of retrogrades. So there are certain things that really are not moving forward at the pace some of us would like. But again, this is all in divine time. This is divinely orchestrated to get the collective to shift to a higher perspective, to a higher timeline, to higher consciousness. So for the month of July 2021, you guys have the Wheel of Fortune. And what was I saying about all that hard work starting to pay off? That kind of barren energy of the winter and fall that maybe many of you have been experiencing even in the spring. It's paying off. You're going to be able to reap the reward of the harvest that you've put so much hard work and effort into. And I'm seeing this theme continue for August, September, October, November, December, going into 2022. So don't think that this is your only month to hurry and get the benefits of all that hard work. No, it's just going to keep building on itself and accumulating even more and more. Because remember, 9 of Pentacles is a slower moving energy. So yes, it may come in all at once or feel like, wow, I'm really seeing a leg up and my finances have gotten a bump and, my happiness has gotten a bump and all this good stuff coming in all at once. But just know this trend is going to continue for you guys through the rest of the year. So yay, awesome. Closing out those old cycles of limiting beliefs as well. 10 of Wands can also be someone who just feels like, what's the point? It's just too much. I can't do any more. I can't move forward. You're leaving that mentality behind. And also this mentality of I have to work hard for everything. I just heard work smarter, not harder. Not to say that all that hard work and effort and elbow grease that you've put in is not going to pay off, because it still is. But moving forward, you're finding a way to work smarter and not harder. So it's almost like you are going to come up with some sort of game plan or system that is actually going to work for you, or the routines that you're putting in place this month of July. Maybe you are examining your morning routine, your night routine, your work routine, your whatever routine. I know if you're someone who has kids, maybe your kids are home for the summer if you are in the Western Hemisphere. So, yeah, you guys, or Northern Hemisphere, I should say. That's where summer's taking place, Northern Hemisphere. Maybe you guys are just re-examining those routines and realizing that you don't have to put in so much time and effort. Maybe you're doing meal planning and planning ahead for the week. So it feels like at first, initially, maybe you're putting a little hard work in, but it's going to pay off because the planning that you've put in place is really going to start, you're going to start seeing it. Because what I'm seeing out of this, we've got 4 white wands. And what is that 4 of Wands? That is happily ever after, that celebration and excitement and weddings and coming togethers. Maybe you're having some sort of family reunion, especially, look here, coming into your future conditions. This is kind of the July energy going into August, September. We've got the 6 of Cups, which is all about nostalgia. Maybe you're having a high school reunion or a family reunion, or you're just finally able to meet up with some friends. We did get this vibe of having like a sister or like a soul sister weekend, or like a best friends getaway kind of thing. And I think that was group 1. So maybe you guys are doing something similar, or just planning to spend time with those you love. Maybe taking a family vacation with your family. So you guys can, not feel so rushed and beat down and busy, that you guys actually can connect on an emotional level, because 6 of Cups is all about emotional connection as well. And nostalgia. So some of you may be wanting to go to a place that you went to as a child, like a family vacation destination, or just revisiting places you went as a child, or going back to your hometown for a weekend or a week during the summer, during July. That's the month we're really tapping into. But this is energy kind of going into August and September, kind of ripples out, because, there's not a hard cutoff once we hit July from June, and then from July to August, there's not a hard cutoff. I always say there's kind of an overlap like this, like the energies kind of overlap themselves. So that's what we're seeing here. But I see you as this kind of Ace of Cups here, just thriving, just shining and really growing and living your best life. Each of these other cups have one little single flower. You guys have vines and flowers and all sorts of amazingness going on. Some of you may even be wanting to visit the ocean during this month, or some sort of body of water where you can just ground and connect to nature and just really feel very connected to nature. that's where you're really going to feel that sense of peace and calm and tranquility and just being able to tap back into your spiritual practice. Those of you who felt so busy you couldn't really do your spiritual practice, maybe this is the month you're getting really back into it. I see someone wanting to start a tarot journal or a dream journal or just a meditation journal. You're just really wanting to connect back in with yourself. And of course, you're still going to have really beautiful experiences in the external, but you're going to be experiencing a lot of amazing things on the inside as well. So your best path to follow, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. So the time is right. The time is ripe for you guys to plant a new seed. Literally, this is a seed. And when you plant this Ace of Pentacles as a seed and you water it and you nurture it and you put in the work and the effort, again, it doesn't have to be hard work and hard effort, because again, with that Four of Wands I saw earlier, I'm also seeing the Black Wands here. There's 6 of those, which is all about victory. So happily ever after and victory. That's what you're turning all of that past hard work and effort and energy into. Hard work and victory going forward. But for many of you, that's by starting something new, planting the seed for something new. Maybe those of you who have been looking at a house, or maybe wanting to buy property and build a house, maybe you are making that dream a reality. Again, maybe not start to finish, but you're planting the seed. Maybe you're just now starting to look for that home or that property or that new vehicle. Making your dreams come true in a bigger way, whatever that means to you. Maybe starting a family. Maybe this is conceiving a child. We did pick that up, I think, in both groups 1 and 2. So the energy for conception of a child or a creative idea is on and popping in July. So everybody's benefiting. This is a collective energy, and you guys are no different. So your best path to follow is to start something new. Something that you can really take the distance, because Ace of Pentacles, this is not an overnight success. This is something someone plants and nurtures and cares for, and over the course of time they really start to see that hard work pay off. So many of you they're almost showing me like as the cycle of planting, you're reaping those benefits and those rewards, and then once you do that and you clear away the gardens for next year, it's like you're in planning stages to plan for next year's garden or next year's abundance. So maybe you're not literally planting those seeds quite yet because you need a bit of a time to plan and figure out. But Spirit's almost showing me like a fast track way, like you're planning it, you're figuring it out, and then you're planting the seed and starting, because you don't have to have it all figured out. That's what Spirit wants you to know. You don't have to have everything figured out before you take step 1. They're saying you're going to figure it out along the way. So make a couple of plans if that's what you feel you need to do. Then plant the seed, then start watering it, then take the next step, the next step, the next step. And you're going to see things really magically unfold even quicker. Like your manifestation abilities are like speeding up so much this month. So, take that for the good or the bad, because, we can manifest something negative much easier than we can manifest something more positive. But this month it's showing equal footing. So wherever your attention goes, your energy is going to flow. If you're worried a lot, if you're stressed a lot, you're going to create more of that in your life. So try to remain positive. Try to think about, what it is you can do in this now moment to facilitate a beautiful future for yourself and to heal from the past as well, because, time is a weird thing. It's not linear like we've been told. I mean, yes, it appears to be linear in the way that, we go from a baby to an elderly person and all of that, but we can still heal from the past in the present moment and, prepare for the future in the present moment. That's like the energy I'm picking up here. So for your wish coming true, we've got the Two of Cups here, which is a very soulmate kind of vibes. So many of you are maybe making a choice or some sort of decision about your relationship, or should I date this person? Should I not? Should I be friends with this person? Should I not? And this is you tapping into your own emotions to come to the conclusion. But your wish coming true is you're going to be having a very emotional connection to someone in your life. Could be a significant other, could be a crush, could be a child, a parent, a friend, a coworker, a whatever, however it resonates. But we did get a little sneak peek with this one with the love popping in. So self-love, love for others, unconditional love, it's all on and popping for you guys this month for sure anyway. So you may be spending time with a significant other or some significant person in your life one-on-one, where you're really able to have those deep conversations, maybe even about the past, about that nostalgia, maybe even planning for the future with a significant other or with a friend or a family member, just planning like, oh, what can we do? Maybe some of you are wanting to go into business with a friend or a family member, and you're making plans for the future, and it feels really fun and lighthearted and supportive. But for your outcome, we have the Eight of Wands. So yes, things were busy coming in and they're going to be busy going out. But again, as you go through the month of July, you're really finding your footing, or really, stabilizing your hands on that steering wheel to really feel like you're the one in control. You're the one in charge. Of course, yes, Spirit is really helping. Spirit is the force that really moves that water forward. So you're the one kind of steering where it goes, but Spirit is the force that's moving you forward, really helping you gain momentum. And come the end of this month, kind of mid-month to end of the month, you're going to start seeing things pick up. But again, you're able to see the obstacles to avoid them. You're able to plan to really, plant the seed for what it is you want to have manifest in your life so that you can move forward in such a big, beautiful way. Woo! So yeah, things will really start picking up for you, especially with ideas, taking action, maybe even monetary stuff coming in, abundance coming in. And abundance doesn't always have to look like finances. It can look like having an abundance of energy so that you can actually make the plans that you have happen, or getting help from other people, or just having more resources at your disposal that maybe a friend is like, yeah, you can borrow my I don't know, Cricut machine to make labels for your whatever. Like, I don't know, that just came to my head. Maybe you're, instead of having to go buy some sort of equipment, maybe you're able to rent one or borrow one from a friend that can actually save you a lot of time and money by not having to go order it and then pay a whole bunch of money to have it, so that you can then plant the seed, start your project, whatever it is. Maybe you find out someone's coming to you and saying, hey, I know you plan to do this one thing, but hey, I have this thing that would maybe make that quicker and more self-sustaining or more sufficient for you if you want to borrow it. And you're like, yes, that would be amazing. Like something like that. You're just have so much support from people in your life. All right, so let's get into the oracle cards. Hey guys, so I did not realize that my camera stopped recording because my battery had died. I was so in the zone, I didn't even look up like once to realize it had been a hot minute that the whole thing was just, completely not recording. So Mercury retrograde problems, right? But yeah, so let's just get back into this. You will just see a still shot of this without all my crazy hand movements. So I do apologize, but you know what? Things happen, so let's just continue. Alright, so as always, we were already tapped into this love energy here. Live your truth and share the love that is in your soul. And I'm seeing here or hearing here, not just with other people, but with yourself. So again, coming back to your heart space, coming back to your heart, this is where you're going to really feel this love. And I love right below this too, we've got the no scorekeeping card. This is a love and relationship affirmator. So this can be in a love relationship, a relationship with someone you're crushing on. This can be a relationship with friends, family members, yourself, whatever this resonates, however this resonates, all of the above, just one or two, take it as it resonates. But no scorekeeping. I cut ties with past conflicts and make my personal life a clean, shiny slate. Yes, yes. Beginning this moment, everything is new. When an old grievance repeats itself in my head, I introduce it to my new head tenets, tolerance and equanimity. Then I give it its stupid t-shirts and records back and tell it to leave. So this is you overcoming some limiting beliefs, like we were saying here. Beliefs that I have to work hard to get what I need in life. Yes, maybe you've operated that way and you've seen benefits or rewards from working hard. Or some of you are like, I work hard and I still don't get my benefits. I still don't get my rewards. Just know that work smarter, not harder is really coming to help you, and you're leaving behind those belief systems that you're not worthy, you're not good enough, you again, have to work hard for everything to get what you need. Working smarter, not harder is really the name of the game this month. So then up here we have grief. Tears are what happens when the ice in the heart melts. So some of you, this to me feels like past energy. Again, we're talking about that past energy coming in. So this is something that has happened in the past. I don't see this as a new grief for many of you. Or it could be new grief, but over some old grievance or loss of some sort. It doesn't, grief doesn't always have to look like someone passing away. You can grieve the loss of a relationship, the loss of a job, the kind of bittersweet moments of having to move across the country or something like that. I mean, grief can wear different hats, lots of different hats. So take grief as it resonates, but just know that when you can allow yourself to feel whatever grief is coming up, you feel it so you can heal it and deal with it. And the tears are what happens when the ice melts in your heart. I'm really seeing this coming up here with the Six of Cups. This is that nostalgic energy. But some of you may actually have a friend coming in from the past, or a friend that had passed away is wanting to visit you from beyond the veil. They are giving you signs, symbols, synchronicities to really connect with you. And it's really going to help you feel so good. And it's weird because I said friends, and then we've got friends here, and I didn't even read that till just now, so I love this. Friendship. Fairies and humans alike need friends. Now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. So that one friend I was saying that wanted to lend support to you, it could be a friend that has passed away that wants to help you, wants to help your life move forward, wants to act as almost a guide to you, especially if you had such a strong and amazing bond with this friend before they passed away, or after. You are really feeling this connection to this person. And again, we've got a big heart here, so heart chakra energy. We've got so much green here as well, lots of green, lots of blue, lots of purple. So like heart and above chakras are really on and popping for you guys, especially with this kind of crown chakra with the purple energy here. We have this reminder here with the apophyllite to stay positive. And I had mentioned that down here as to not feel like, well, nothing ever happens for me anyway, so why bother? Like, no, you're moving out of that. You're leaving that old BS or old belief system behind and staying positive. Again, if you're feeling negative and just really on a downward spiral, allow yourself to feel whatever's happening. We don't want to spiritually bypass here. So allow yourself to feel it so you can heal it, so you can deal with it, right? Feel it. And then move forward, and then you can come at life from a more positive perspective, especially with this sense of gratitude. With the gratitude card we have here, when you can have gratitude, especially those of you who are like, I don't really have a lot to be grateful for, I work hard, nothing ever works out for me. It's again that mindset, that belief system that you've put in place that nothing ever works out for me, so the universe is going to keep proving that to you. So overcoming this limiting belief and giving you the happily ever after with the 4 white wands, and then the victory with the 6 black wands, that's what many of you are going to really work toward this month. And again, with that 8 of wands, things are going to move quicker. So your healing journey, moving through this grief, moving through these limiting beliefs, you're leaning on friends, family members, maybe your significant other for support as you move through and heal some of this stuff, so that you can get in a more positive mindset. And then again, with that manifestation that I said was on and popping for you guys, you're going to start manifesting what you actually want, not what you've gotten before that just felt stuck and heavy and yucky. You're moving through that, moving out of it, and manifesting something better. But one way to get yourself on a better trajectory as far as your vibration goes is to have this sense of gratitude, just feeling grateful for the things you have. And try to think of 3 new things every day. Let me just keep an example for me. I'm very, very grateful for my different card decks that I have, and I'm very grateful that I have the ability to actually purchase these card decks so that I can bring myself and other people lovely messages from spirit. I am also, let's think of a third one. I'm also very grateful that I have a nice roof over my head, somewhere I can lay my head at night, somewhere that I can cook my meals, somewhere that I can love and hang out with my family and feel safe and protected as I navigate my life. I mean, there's 3 quick things. So I'm sure you could take like 30 seconds and think of 3 beautiful things. Close your eyes, maybe put your hands on your heart, similar to what she's got going on here, and just feel into not just thinking of these things, but feeling what they make you feel. What is this sense of the roof over your head and feeling protected, that you can lock your door and lay your head down at night without having to worry? Feel that in your body. Feel that gratitude that you can do that. Because some people somewhere in the world, they can't do that. They don't have that stability. They don't have that safety that you have. But if you don't have that safety, maybe think of another thing, and then you can manifest later on that safety. So that's just an example, but I think you guys know what this means with gratitude. So maybe even keeping a gratitude journal, or just writing these things out on little sticky notes and putting them around your apartment or your home or whatever, just to remind yourself that you have more support than you realize, with your spirit team, with your guides, with your angels, with crossed over loved ones, with the people in your life currently. You have more support than you maybe have seen or realized. But I hope this message resonated for you. You will have to let me know below any stories or thoughts that you want to share about this reading. And as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you right here back at The Done Creative, and also over on my live stream channel, The Done Creative Live, where I go live doing readings over there a few times a week. Link for that channel is in the description below. We hope to see you over there in the High Vibe Tribe. All right, bye!